we have in the building, my man. Introduce yourself to the people, man.
Genea,
Yes,
what's
yes,
happening?
yes.
What's up, bro? Thank you so much for having me.
How you doing,
I
man?
appreciate everything. I'm doing amazing, bro.
Everything
It's been
good?
a good week for me, bro. Promoting my album.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Been out a lot, marketing, everything, you know, looking for interviews, shows, everything, trying to get booked, doing my best. Got a manager now, so trying to help me out, you know, features, everything.
That's what's up.
So yeah, we're getting all my shit together.
Let's bring it back a little bit for everybody now
That's
listening. Talk to us about your influences, who you listened to when you grew up, and all that.
Well, I mean, growing up, I listened to obviously Kendrick Lamar and Meek Mill. A lot of A Boogie in his prime though, when he dropped that artist album. Listened to it every single day as a kid. Yeah, J Rock too. Who else? Damn, there's a bunch of artists I listen to, but I have to say Joyner Lucas, obviously, a bit of Eminem. There's new shit though. And
he's presenting his new shit though.
yeah,
Just to make sure you know.
Like, I'm not a big fan of the classic Eminem, but I like his
Kamikaze
album.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, damn. I listen to Meek Mill, the lyrical shit, Young Dolph, Key Glock, Moneybagg Yo. That's my shit.
What made you wanna start writing music and all that?
My life. Just everything happens for a reason, you know what I'm saying? You know, I did not know I was gonna start making music. My dad's a guitarist. I remember going to his show as a little kid, seeing him play guitar, everything, singing, backup vocals. I was always inspired by that, but I was always a soccer player as a kid. I fell in love with soccer ever since I was born, and music hit me at the age of 12, man. I went through a lot of shit, and I just started writing in class. I went to my first studio when I was 13, Planet Studios, shout out Planet Studios, and I recorded my first song, Run It Up. And that shit, I started getting a buzz from there. My school started messing with me, so told me to release more music. Went to the studio with my big boys. I was like 13, hanging out with like 20-year-olds. They showed me the ways. They showed me how to, you know, be different, have a different sound than everybody else, because no one wants to hear the same shit all the time, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
So I spit that real. I spit from the heart, and I made sure to put a word out there and make sure people know what I'm talking about and that they feel me.
Now, I'm gonna have to see your passport because I can't believe you're 15.
Yeah, I will.
This guy is talking so mature, and I'm talking to a 15-year-old right now. Now, if you think now about the Montreal hip hop scene in general, you know, because there's not a lot of young MCs like that are doing their thing. So, what's your approach when you think about that? How do you feel about that? Because you know sometimes people might think like, he's 15, they won't take you serious and stuff like that. So.
Listen, whoever wants to rock with me, rocks with me. But I have my own lane, you know. I'm only going up, and I support every single artist in this city. Like I could stay here, shout out every single artist I know, every single artist that hit me up and said they mess with me. I could be here like literally 10 days just shouting out every single person. But for the people that are really working hard in Montreal, I know it's something very hard to do. Montreal is not the place for music. I mean, listen, people bash Montreal every single day saying, oh, you won't make it because you're from here, you won't make it because you're from there, but listen, everything's possible. And if we just try to support the youngins too, like the big ones in the city, try to support the youngins too, give them a little handout. I know no one really needs a handout to make it, but if we work together and work as a team,
but you see, that's one thing you mentioned, but you can't, that's something that a lot of people get confused.
Yeah.
You see, you said Montreal is not a place for music, but Montreal is a place for music.
Yeah, it is.
Because there's a lot of people that made it that are from Montreal that is it's just because of the medias are not necessarily showcasing them like that. So you don't necessarily know, there's not a lot of spotlight on them, but there's a lot of people that actually made a lot of movies. You have Kate Trinata, that's straight from Montreal, that's touring with Madonna. You have even this producer, Dirt Work. He did a song for Kanye West's new album. Who else? He did a whole lot of records. Young Troy too, you feel me? Young Troy. He did a song for A Boogie. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm talking. Exactly. So you know there's a lot of people making a lot of moves in Montreal too. It's
we
just
got talent, but now we're coming up now, so we need at least, I would say, another decade to get out of here.
There's a lot of people in Montreal that are studio trapping.
Hell yeah.
They studio trapping.
That's it.
Why studio trapping? What do you mean by that?
Because I'm trapped in the studio. I'm working in the studio. I'm not out doing what the homies are doing. I'm doing me, and I'm doing what I was born to do. So being trapped in the studio is really what it sounds like, you know. The time is money. Money is time, you know what I'm saying? If you put the time, you're gonna get what you deserve. 6 hours in the studio sounds crazy to most people, but listen, it's a reality for me, and I just started getting used to it a few months ago, you know. It's studio trapping, it's reality. You know how many songs I scrapped off my album and I didn't fuck with?
So how long it took you to do the whole project?
Listen, I would say at least 6 studio sessions. In most sessions, I'd record 2 songs. I wouldn't even be messing with. And listen, I record fast. If I'm ready, I'm recording fast. If I'm doing a song on the spot, 45 minutes. Okay. But if I'm ready, 20, 30 minutes, so bang.
So in terms of the production, because I like the beats, you know, and are you working with a certain producer?
Yeah,
maybe
sure.
Is your dad making the beats on the low and?
I got. Yeah, I can shout out my producer. Shout out PB Carlo, Mike Bakshi, JT on the beat. He's a guy I've been rocking with since day one, since like 2 years ago. Capo Rams, he's from St. Leonard. Shout out him. He sent me a lot of shit for my past 2 albums, and yeah, those are the guys that I rock with in Montreal. Most of my other beats I'll be getting off YouTube by the lease, and we're good. Taking off from there, you know.
And collaboration wise, because I see you did you still have a lot of features on the project. I like your no disrespect to your collaborators, but I like your solo songs. You know what I mean? I like like Flexin' and
Outro.
The first one I put was
Broken Roses.
I like that, you know.
Yeah, so my boy Rams, he was featured 4 times on the album. He's my homie though. He's
how old is he? He's 13?
He's 14.
Word, that's crazy. I was playing, man.
Yeah. He goes to school with me. We're like locker partners, bro. We literally been knowing each other for like 4 years now, since like grade 6, and been going to the studio together like almost every week last summer, working on this EP From Nothing to Something that we dropped, and now he was like, bro, I need to be on your album. 4 tracks, Jet Ski remix. Everybody was hype about that one when the album dropped. They started sharing it, reposting it, you know. But yeah, shout out to Ram, he's a real one. I mean, Young Travs from Laval, incorporated St. Leonard.
So where are you from, you personally?
I'm born in St. Leonard.
Okay.
I lived in Vimont too, and now I live in Mascouche with my parents. I'm a bit around. I live in the summer with my
nationality-wise, I know you.
Italian.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Chic t'es pas québécois, look.
Nah.
Chic t'es comme, you look like you were like Italian or
my
something.
French is
I could have seen,
horrible.
or half or something.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So would you feel comfortable to make a song in French?
Oh, nah, but I would make a song with a French rapper. I do admire Enigma just because he's from St. Leonard, and like not only because of that, he has crazy talent. VT too. Oh my God, these guys just put us on the map just like that, you know. It's crazy. And VT is super young too, and he's doing numbers than some people's favorite artists out there. It's crazy.
So why do you think those French artists are making those numbers and English artists is like kind of struggling in Montreal?
Well, because Montreal is a French city, I feel like we got unlucky though, because Montreal is the only city in Canada where it's like only French, or it's almost only French. So English rappers, you know, shout out to JT Soul, Mike Shab, LK Lagoon. All these guys are like MT Lord, K Bands, oh my God, Ryder, jeez, Flawless Gretzky. Like there's a bunch of them, super dope talent.
My man did his research.
Like, oh yeah, but I've been listening to these guys for a few years now,
Gotcha.
And it's crazy. Like they have so much talent, they can go so far. If only Toronto or US, anything just to give them that little boost would just like secure the bag for them. Heavy.
Which song do you recommend and why?
Wow. That's,
give me one. I need one. Like, this is the one I have to play.
I've never been asked this question before, but probably Lonely. Probably my song Lonely. I don't know. It's a song that I made in a tough state, you know. I was in a tough state when I made that song, and that's why it turned out to be so catchy, so deep, you know. It's the lyrics I spit are so real. It comes from the heart, and whatever comes from the heart just explodes at one point. Everybody starts to feel it, and it's just a way to talk about your life, but in a way that you can have fun to it. You know, it's crazy, man. Like the way I popped off with that melody, I recorded that song in 20 minutes, I went to Makeway Studios real quick. I was making my set list for my show in Chattagate, and I had 20 minutes left. Shout out Anu Buds. He asked me if I wanted to record a song. I said, fuck it. Put on a tight beat. We record this shit right now.
When it comes to you, my man, it's 2020. What do you got for us for 2020?
Oh my God, I got, wow, music videos, singles. Damn, not even thinking about shows right now. I'm so young. Every time I go try out for a show, give me these excuses.
Bro,
your fans are
you have to
this.
understand, you have the fan base that every rapper wants.
I do.
You either age, high school, 15-year-old. You could do an all-age show easily. You bring everybody.
I know that's all I'm trying to find. All I need is at least at least 5 shows where I can just like explode. You know, big shows that I'm gonna promote. Music videos over at least 25,000 views. And I it's so possible. I have such a big plan for all this. Like,
most def.
Like, everything is a possibility right now. I'm just trying to capture my dream, and trying to work towards it. Obviously, some more studio Trappin, like trying to increase my label, Big Plug Records. Trying to find some more people to work with, some more people to help me out financially, everything. You know, just trying to put marketing, promotion together. You know, going different places, interviews, being on the radio. Those are my goals for 2020. So.
Well, let me tell you one thing, bro. Like I said, you really sound confident. You know, you sound mature. Yeah. You sound dedicated. I like the music too.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
And me, I keep it real. Like when it's not good, I say it, or you see it in my face that it's not good.
Just be honest.
That's it.
Honest.
But when it comes to your music, like I said, I was really surprised by
I appreciate it.
So keep that up. 2020. You know what I mean? That's your year. This is yours. Do your thing.
Yeah.
You feel me? Let's talk about what do you want the city to know about you? Okay. Let them know right now.
Well, I want the city to know that I'm obviously like very young, you know, very young, and I started very young. I could have started at where most of these guys are, which is 18 to 25. But I'm just asking for one chance, you know, one chance just to push me to that limit, you know. I need one person to notice me, just one person to look at me and say, you know what, that's Genea. That's what Montreal never had. Is a kid that young coming up from literally like not knowing anything about this rap shit, like writing in his textbook in class, skipping class just to write lyrics. Honestly, I grinded so hard for this shit. I was in the studio. I feel like I found my sound right now. I wasn't where I was at mentally a year ago. I've been through so much shit, and I just feel like I deserve one shot just to prove to the city who I am and just blast off millions of views, all this sold out shows, go on tour. I just deserve this chance, and I really appreciate it if you listen to my new album, Studio Trappin 2. I honestly give everything to it, all my respect for my life. I just give everything to you, and I just show you who I am, like, as an artist.
That's you see, I said 30 seconds, but the man was so real with it. Yeah. I just let him talk.
Yeah.
That's real, man. I appreciate you, man. Studio Trappin. Make sure you go check it out. It's available on every single platform.